I will sing of the goodness of God.
So sick of you. Amen. Can I get an amen?
Not every day, bitches, you know.
My bad.
Not every day, trap in the band.
Sorry. I have range.
Sometimes Lord's house.
Yeah, I have range though.
What's the range?
Imagine me. You know that one?
No,
Kirk Franklin.
No, sing it properly. No, because maybe I'm not hearing it because of your thing.
Imagine me totally being free. You imagine me.
Can we get a hallelujah?
I got range, okay.
No, my favorite gospel song of all time would be like, our God is an awesome God. He reigns.
That's very Lola coded.
Of...
I feel like that's a very Lola coded gospel song.
It's literally that, and then TC Winans, the one I was singing earlier, perfectly.
I like I don't know if is it count as gospel.
What are you gonna say now? Like, I don't know.
No, because it's like South African or something.
What one?
You know the one that goes. Do you know? Oh my god, how's it go? It's gonna bug me.
Not I'm a piano gospel.
Oh, I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I'm walking in miracles. I live my life in favor. I knew who I am.
You have to play it to me.
Whoa.
I know this song, but I don't know that song.
Oh.
I know the song that's playing. I don't know the song that you're
You're a
singing.
hater. It's the same song. Those jobs and
I know the song. They play it in my church, actually.
Huh?
They play it in my church.
Is it? Excellence.
You're smiling
So
too much for the way. Do you know what? Yeah, praise God. Praise God, we all have different talents. Praise God, everything's not for everybody.
You're a hater. I've been in the gospel choir before, you know.
Yeah, we all have, because the thing about a gospel choir is for the Lord, so they really feel bad. They really feel bad about turning people away. You know what? Yeah, when I was younger, I really hoped that singing was going to be a talent that I had, and I joined the choir. And a lot of my friends can sing, and I remember there's like, when your voice is meshed in with a choir, it's all good. Then when they ask you to sing solo, that's when you know, wow, I'm not. This is not a space for me.
I don't know what happened. My sister can sing and I can't. It's a bit.
I have a sneaking suspicion, yeah, that my boyfriend can sing.
Oh.
Sometimes I hear him humming, and it's really in tune. I might catch him. It sounds really good, but then he would never, because it's just not his vibe. You know, he'll just be like, oh.
But we could be sitting on a check here, so he needs to.
He would never. He would just feel like, I don't know.
Is it?
Yeah, he just never.
Boy,
but I'm also not someone who would enjoy someone singing to me. Like, you know them people they get pulled out of the crowd and they sing to you. Like,
unless it's Chris Brown.
Especially if it was Chris Brown, but I know we have different stance on him. But yeah, like even Usher. I love Usher. I know you love Usher.
Yeah, Usher can pull me.
But I don't want someone singing in my face. I just feel like the whole thing is, even Mario. I mean, all of these, I enjoy their music, but singing in my face and doing all your body.
No dancing, just sing. No dancing, just sing.
No, but Chris Brown would dance because he does too much.
It's true. But
he's always doing too much.
Me and my friend Debbie wanted to actually start a live band. We wanted to start a live band.
Well, would you play the drums?
No, we wanted to be the singers. So we just Lola, baby.
I was gonna say, do you know, at a Nigerian wedding, or them African bands, you don't actually really have to sing that much. You just need to be able to say the names of the people, and then just pick any like song. So they'll pick like it, and it's whatever trending song. Yeah,
I'll be like, to final, like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like, give me swear. Did you see him do it?
They make me so sick when they do that. I can't lie. Like no, it's not every song that you have to do.
Make me lose my breath.
No, some of that stuff is some of them is out of pocket. Like this is not right. But I do love it.
Yeah, live band coming soon.
Yeah. It's true.
I think that's a great call.
And you make a lot of money at live band, you know, the dollar spray.
Exactly. And what will people, a woman doing it as well? That's not been, like, it's usually men.
If my Yoruba was better, I could be like an alaga.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have alagas at your...
You came to my tribe.
Yeah, I know, but what do you call them?
Same thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Anyway, you know you're secretly Nigerian. Not even secretly.
I have Nigerian blood, but it's Igbo, so...
Huh? That's fine, I'm open.
So. Oh, you're open. But I also have Ghanaian blood as well.
That's fine.
Okay. I want to do my 23andMe actually.
I don't want to do that because I feel like mine would be really boring and they'll just tell me that. Listen, I know my family.
But that's what I want though. Well, I'm from Sierra Leone, so it's never going to be 100% Sierra Leone because majority of Sierra Leone people are settlers. But I think it would be 100% African.
Yeah, mine is 100%. And mine is going to tell me that I'm 100% Yoruba. If you cut me out, you're just going to bleed palm oil. Like, I know who my family are.
You might have like 5% Congolese or something.
If I have 5% something, it's going to be like 5% Igbo. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be something so...
If I do it and I find out I'm like 5% something, I'm going to wave all flags. And embrace all the culture. I'm going to embrace the culture.
But I don't want to do that because I've watched too many shows on TV where they do that and then they find out something they don't want to know. Don't you could have some siblings in the I'd rather not find out.
It's true. I don't mind.
Huh?
I don't mind like finding out because I know it won't be from my mum's side. What if what if
your dad catching a stray? Your dad catching a stray.
What if you do it and then you see that, like, I don't know,
you're related to Beyonce?
Yeah,
like, yeah, but Beyonce had some half sisters that she didn't mess with.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
It have to be like, if I was like related to like Khalees, you know, one of them Americans that really wants to be African.
Oh yeah.
Like they go and visit.
Yeah,
and
I wouldn't mind. Like that would be fun.
No, I don't want to find out that I have the siblings that I have already. You know, they give me stress. I don't want to find out that I have additional siblings.
Oh gosh,
but do it.
I should do it.
And if you find out you got some additional siblings, then we can do a little documentary.
That would be mad. Like, you know, the guy the doctor, who gave that's sperm to everybody.
I'd rather not.
Did you see like one of them slept with their brother and didn't?
No, I thought it was.
She slept with her brother and didn't know it was her brother at the time.
No, that happened. Was that one?
They went to high school together.
Really?
Yeah, because every time there's more and more like coming out. Yeah,
so bad.
I
mean, oh God, again, all the time. I wish we had a podcast talk about nothing because I would love to talk about genetic sexual attraction.
It's a thing, you know.
Yeah, I was watching this thing on it where basically like, yeah, this is the last off-topic thing we're going to say, but where like someone's been adopted and then they meet their biological parents or sometimes even biological sibling and they have like a really strong attraction to them. There was a couple, I think they were in Australia, a woman that was adopted, she met her birth parents, then her and the dad started a relationship and they ended up having a baby. Obviously it's very illegal, so they're like running around. I think they even got arrested, but they were like, they can't stop they're wanting to be with each other. I just think it's gross. I'm sorry.
That's so weird. I
won't believe that anyway, even though they say there's some studies. I won't believe it until someone falls in love with a biological family member without knowing that it's their biological family member.
I think that's happened though.
When they were adopted, not because they were adopted. Do you know what I mean? Not like, you know the people you're talking about. That's like, I feel like that might just be, you look good, I look good, I want to be together, but not like I feel this strong pull towards you, and I need to be with you and all that kind of stuff.
Wild.
Anyway, how's your week been?
How's my week been? It's been all right. I'm trying to remember my week. It's gone really quick.
Do
you know what? Actually, I feel like I'm passing on how I feel about birthdays to my son, like just longing it out. Mm-hmm. So on Saturday we went to Greenwich Park with a few more little people, and it was actually quite nice. So we was in Greenwich Park for like basically the whole day. He was running around playing with other little kids. Like there was, you know, the parents like with kids that came, which was nice. You know, we're all community, so someone takes their eyes off the kids, there's another one like watching them. So we had like alcohol for the adults and juice for the kids. Yeah. Got pizza for the kids, and I feel like the adults definitely ate all the pizza.
You know, it's always like, what makes me laugh about kids is they can have two parents and the two parents eat anything or they eat specific food. And kids, like, it's really weird that you can grow up in a house where they cook certain food and you not like that food. And some kids, you make them something that you like and you think they might like, and they're young enough so that they don't really know anything else and they can say that they don't want to eat it. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, my son used to like gag on things like avocado, And I like
Avocado.
yeah.
What's wrong with avocado?
And you think because it's quite soft and smooth, nah. Even to this day, like avocado is not a thing. He'll eat sweet corn. He loves sweet corn.
I think
and
a lot of
carrots
kids do, yeah.
and stuff, but not avocado. But then his dad doesn't really like avocado, so I'm just happy that my son is not allergic to anything like dairy or nuts or because I was one thing I didn't want was him to be allergic to seafood because of how much I love it.
Yeah.
So
and then you'd have to I know you'd be hugging, kissing your baby, obviously. So you'd have to just stop.
I'd be so sad. But now he loves prawns. So I was like, okay.
To be honest, I reckon you would still eat and you just do like decontamination when you come home.
Yeah, it's only, this is going to sound so bad. And please don't judge me or like look at me sideways. But it's only in like the last couple of years that I've really understood as well the nut thing on the planes.
What nut?
Like when they tell you not to eat any nuts.
Yeah, obviously, because what if they don't have like a...
I don't...
the Jack Harlow thing?
Not Jack Harlow, you auntie.
Who was it?
You mean Jack from Love Island, Fowler?
Jack Fowler.
My gosh, Jack Harlow.
The nut guy?
Yeah, I did. He just needs to... That's Emirates, so you need to just get all your money, okay? That's what you need to do. They need to pay you.
People were saying... So basically, he went on a plane. They asked him if he wanted this or that. He said, does it have nuts? They said no. Then he asked them, are you sure?
And they said no nuts.
And then he does like, why? He was like, because my body is reacting like it has nuts in it. Then they checked and it had nuts.
Yeah, it had cashew. It was a cashew chicken curry.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. But yeah, he should get his money for sure. How was your week?
Busy. Very busy. So I think by the time this episode comes out, there would have been a gap of one episode at some point, and that's strictly because I didn't have time to do it. So that's how busy my week has gone. It's just busy, just work. I went to a comedy show yesterday. I listened to the Receipts podcast, so Audrey did her first stand-up gig and my friend got tickets, so I was like, do you want to go? And it was a lot more intimate than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a big crowd, but it was like a Monday night comedy show for comedians to try out new material, and some of the material was not good. Not hers was decent, but some of the other comedians were just okay. But obviously it's new material, they're testing out to see if it's funny and if they should take it to one of them, because it was like £3, and one of them was like, so we test it out on you so that we know if we should use it on people that actually paid good money for their tickets. But yeah, that was good. And I just thought like I think it's something that she's been wanting to do, and I love that. I love people like stepping out because it can't be easy. Do you know what I mean? People
she's done super well. Yeah, especially as like a new mum and stuff.
Yeah,
like doing that. Yeah.
Her set was about being a new mum.
Oh, was it?
And like how pregnancy is to go.
Oh yeah.
So it was really. Actually, she had a joke about Miss Rachel.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, I'll tell you about it after.
Oh.
But yeah, that was really good, and it just was like. Yeah, I just like seeing people like do different things. Like everyone has like a goal that maybe feels like a little bit unobtainable, or you say, I would like to do this one day, and then like who really ever does it? So
that's really cute.
And what else? And then I went. One of my friends is getting married, but she's having like a really small wedding, so it's just her family. So I've never had a friend get married where I'm not there before. So I was just like, we still need to do something. So on the weekend we had like a little mini hen. I called it a bridal sprinkle.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so we had a bridal sprinkle on the weekend. So we went to brunch and we did that bubbles and brushes and bubbles. The painting and the alcohol thing.
It's cute.
Like sip and paint, but let's go.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
What's the one? Is it called sip and paint? What's the other one called? The one that is
sip and paint.
Is it called sip and paint? Okay.
Yeah. One more thing before we move on to HR. If Love Island UK is not sweeting you, come and join me and watch Love Island US.
You said this last week.
No. Come and join. It's cinematic.
Where do you have to watch it?
I don't know if I can say.
Oh, okay, let's not talk about that.
But it's officially on Peacock, a network. But honestly, it's cinematic. It's just getting better.
Cinematic. Get out of here.
It's getting better and better each episode. Like I cannot fault it. Like it's amazing. So, maybe I'll start a little group.
Do you know on the Receipts podcast, one of the adverts recently has been about Love Island?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they're talking about it, and I feel like that's the advert we need to have because you're doing it for free.
No, I am doing it for free, but yeah, today is the heart racing challenge. I'm not looking forward to it
on
UK.
Oh,
yeah, but it's at 10 because England are playing. So
that's why we're not rushing us today.
Yeah, exactly. I've got time, so do you, Lola? Do you?
So HR world, what's been going on?
What has been going on in the HR world? So more like work / HR, I guess. I came across a tweet because you know me, I stay on Twitter. So I came across a tweet that said, can we discuss our workplace icks? So I thought it would just be good to find some of the good, the bad, the ugly ones.
I want to know what other people's workplace icks are, so I can know like what they mean. If it's like the people, the environment, the culture.
Let's see. Okay, let me just find a mixture. So, so talking too early in the morning.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna add to that.
go on.
Setting up calls too early in the morning.
Listen, for me, anyone who sets up a call, but call me what you want, but anyone who sets up a call before 10 a.m.
I knew you were gonna say something out of pocket like that.
Anything. Let me have my early morning to like really digest what my day's going to be about, go through my emails, reply to emails that I got last night. Do you know what I mean? Why are you putting a meeting in my calendar at 9 a.m.? What is wrong? Unless you're
APAC.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Unless you're in APAC, don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a work. That's a work.
Because it's not urgent. You know it's not urgent.
And people are like, oh, this is the only time we can find where everyone's available. But
It's like, no.
it's not, because I'm not available. So not everyone's available because I'm not going to be there.
Like, please.
Then they try to pressure you like, oh, it's the only time that everybody can do.
There's another one that's kind of like 3 in 1, but it's don't cold call me on Teams. Don't invite me to a meeting that has nothing to do with me, and stop scheduling meetings on a Friday after 3 p.m. Read the room.
Okay, so I'm guilty of at least one of them.
Oh, which one are you guilty
I'll
of?
cold call people on Teams.
You cold call people on Teams?
Yeah, people that I work with regularly, I do all the time.
Why?
Teams, Slack.
Oh my God, you cold call people on Teams?
Sorry, why
I have
not?
got the ick. You've
Why
given me the
not?
ick.
So wait, people can't call you on Teams unless they tell you they're going to call you in advance.
I mean, luckily for me, my company doesn't really use Teams, so it don't really work like that with me.
No, if I need to speak to you, I'll call you.
On
The people that I work with regularly, do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to say that's not even the worst thing I've done. One thing that a lot of people don't know. Let me run some game for you guys.
Go on. Let us
One
know.
thing that a lot of people don't know is that unless some organizations have blocked it, but you can use Teams from organization to organization. So my Teams, can speak to your company's Teams unless your organization has blocked it. And most organizations with their information security, they're very slack. So they don't block it. So if I have a client or a supplier or something like that who ain't getting back to me, I will put your email address into Teams and I'll call you at your desk, because it's not just your mobile that I can.
Okay, that's slightly different. That's cool. I'm with that. But cold calling people,
that I'll call because you put in their Teams. No, but you put in their Teams and you can call them at their desk.
Okay, that's
and also you can see if they're available. So you don't get back to my email, but you're green. You'll get back to my email.
You heard it here. You heard the type of person that Lola is.
No, it's deliver. You got to deliver. I'm sorry, but I cold call people. There's a girl who I know, and she always like posting a private story. What she hates, I think it's her workplace ick, and I also do it. It's like, let's say someone's messaging you on Teams, and they say, "Hi, Velisa, how's it going?" And then that's it, and they wait for you to respond. She's like, "You obviously have a question for me. Just ask the question." Whereas I will ask, "Hey, how's it going?" Then when I have your attention, then I'm gonna ask my question.
I think it depends on if I work with you, like if we're on the same team or work together all the time.
Then I'm not even gonna bother intro. I'm
just ask me what you want. But if I don't know you, I will like, how are you?
Yeah, I think it's a bit rude. I think it's a bit rude to just be like, hi, how are you? Blah blah, straight into the question.
Yeah, but then also sometimes because of my job title, people, if I just say how are you and nothing else until they respond, they get nervous. Yeah. So it depends on like why I'm messaging them.
When I did a piece of work, was it even earlier this year? I worked with a tech director, and it wasn't even like social. He's one of those stress braggy people. I'm so busy. Oh my God, I don't have time for this. So I had a couple of like stakeholders in that organization, and I had like one-to-ones with them once a week. And I said, would you like me to put in a one-to-one? And to his credit, he said no, because otherwise my diary just gets full of one-to-ones. Let's just not put one in, and if we need one, we'll have one. That's fine. And then one time I messaged him and said, hey, how are you? He responded to me. He said, for me, when you have a question, just ask.
Fair.
I don't need you to ask me how I am.
Fair.
And I responded. I said, I genuinely wanted to know how you were. I noticed. Because I actually do want to also know, like,
you're okay before I ask my question.
Right?
Yeah.
Is it the time?
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. This one's quite interesting. So this person said 360 reviews / yearly reviews. I'm not a manager. You're going to promote, give raises to whoever you want. How many times can I really say they're great to work with? Because if I told the truth, I'd lose my job. And no, I don't want to self-reflect. Oh, we've got an eye roller over here.
What do you think about that?
I don't agree.
I don't agree
I
either.
think, I don't understand how this could be an ick, really. Do you know what it is? I think when you're not in HR or you're not in management or in a leadership role, the 360 like performance review thing can actually jade you throughout the years if you feel like you should have got a salary increase or you should have got promoted. So I understand, but it does make a difference.
And also, I think with that person saying that what you say about your colleagues or your manager is not going to make a difference, that's what you think because you're not saying anything.
Yeah.
So this person obviously
just try it.
Yeah,
and see what happens.
See what happens. I get like having to feedback on your peers and you think, what's the point? You're going to make the decision you're going to make. But sometimes, even if they are, it makes it harder to make that decision, or it makes it easier to make that decision. Like if you're trying to promote somebody, then maybe if everybody else is saying that they're not a good team player, you might give that feedback, or it could delay things.
Yeah.
It probably will inevitably happen, but at least let them have a better understanding of how that person actually works.
Yeah, I agree. And
no one can improve if they don't know. So like, it's
you
like like that TikTok that we put out when we was talking about how from a previous episode when we were saying that a lot of black people, or I think minorities in general, don't complain at work, and all of the comments were like, why would we complain? No, listen, we'll lose our jobs, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, sometimes that will happen, but I don't know what your thoughts are, but I don't think that is in the majority of cases. Like, think so. If you're like, obviously there's some
like if you have
variables,
something substantial,
some variables, obviously, and I do think it shouldn't be like this, but I do think good performers will be more listened to,
and that's regardless of race.
That's regardless of whatever. Yeah. So if you're someone who is opted out of work, you're not really trying to engage, you're not interested in like participating in any way,
and then raise a grievance.
Then like I just feel like your grievance should be heard seriously. But unfortunately, if you're someone who they don't see being there in the long term, probably they are going to take your grievance less seriously. They shouldn't, but that will happen. Yeah. So you should just opt in.
It's true. This is one of my work icks. I'll do this and one more, but this is definitely one of mine. Misspelling someone's name, even though it's right there in the signature. It happens to me all the time. My name is right there. Do you know what gets me? They call me Velisa, but do you know what gets me?
When they write your name.
Oh, I've had Velisa, I've had Velisa, I've had Velisha, and Velisha is a microaggression, by the way. Velisha. Like if you're adding a "sha" to my name, that's a microaggression because you know what the hell you're doing there. Velisha. Like it happens all the time, and what gets me is my name is literally VE Lisa. Yeah, like. There's not a lot to it. Yeah. Like it's not hard, but all the time. But I've started I'll say in like the last couple of years, even if you just add an extra S, I'm telling you. Yeah. Because before I would kind of just be like, can't be asked, like whatever. But now I'm like, do you know what? You are a senior this, or you work for this company. You clearly have brains. The least you can do is spell my name right.
Do you know yet? I'm usually really good at that, but recently, so I have a company that's helping one of my clients in the UAE to get set up, and my contact is called. Okay, when I originally looked at her name, I read it as Kirsty, like rhymes with Kirsty, and I was like, okay, I've got to remember how to like say it, and I was been on a call with her. I was like, oh hi Kirsty, blah blah, and I was like, okay, rhymes with Kirsty. Don't know how I read it incorrectly the first time. But like a few weeks ago, I looked at her name and I was trying to type in her name, and I typed in SHI and it didn't come up. And I was like, why is it not coming up? I typed SH and then it came up. Her name is Shristi. Rhymes with Christy. Yeah. And I've been calling her Shame
Shirsti. On you. And she didn't say anything.
She has not said anything. And so I messaged our legal counsel who also talked to her. I said, are you aware that like I've been calling, because we're all on the same emails. I've been calling this woman Shirsty for months.
Wow.
I've been calling her. So I sent her a message and I said, "Hi, Shirsty. I've just realised that I've been like misspelling your name. I am so sorry." And I've been making up a conscious effort to spell. But the first time I looked at it wrong. And after that, it was all downhill. She has not corrected me. I emailed her to apologise. And she came, "Oh, it's not a problem." But you know, like culturally, I think certain people in certain places, like for instance, I know, and someone you can find me if you like, but when I'm, for instance, dealing with employees in the Indian offices that I work in, they are very non-confrontational. Like they wouldn't even correct me.
Yeah.
Like and I ask, "Oh, how do like?" I always ask people like, "How do you say your name?" If I know that it's not a name I'm familiar with, like how do I pronounce it? And they'll be saying stuff like, "Oh, it doesn't matter however you want to pronounce it." I was like, "It's not how I want to pronounce it. It's how do you pronounce your name? Like I can give
what is your name, your identity.
I can give it a try. Do you know what I mean?" But yeah, she was just, "Oh, it's not a problem." I said, "How can that not be a problem?" And it's not a one-off, Velisa. It has been months.
That is crazy.
It has been months. And I was just like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And she was just like, she was looking at me like, "It's really not that deep." But
no,
yeah, I felt really
deep though.
It is deep. It is deep. And it was months. I literally was so mortified. And I was probably thinking, "Oh, like, yeah." And I even talking to the team. And I've been saying to the team, "Oh, yeah, I'm going to email Shirsty. And no one has corrected me. And then the legal counsel was like, "I didn't even realise that you were calling her Shirsty." She was like, "Yeah, it's definitely Shirsty." And I'm the one that talks to her the most. I was just like, it was really bad. But yeah, I agree. I was disgusted at myself.
Oh no, yeah, that's terrible. I try so hard because it happens to me all the time. So if I see someone with a name that I'm not used to, like we have a big presence in Dublin, and the Irish spelling, Irish spelling sometimes trips me up, especially like most of
that MHE.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So when I first,
but you know it now.
I know it now because I went to college with a Neve. So I saw it, but then I saw a name the other day and it was like Ciaomhe.
Kiva.
So it's actually Keith for the,
it's got MH.
It was Keith because it was a man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Keith. And I was like, but when I saw it, I was like, Keith. I was like, Keith. And then when I met with him, for me, I just say, "Okay, I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. So can you tell me how to pronounce your name?" And he was like, "It's Keith." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Now it's in the repertoire.
Yeah, so now I know. It's like Aoife.
Yeah.
I always used to struggle with Aoife.
Oif, yeah.
I was like, "Ah, it's Aoife."
I went to school in Ireland, so I know, like,
you know,
when I first got
names.
there, I was like, "Oh, this is interesting." Neve, Kiva, Siobhan, like Aoife.
Yeah. What's the other one? The AI. Oh my God, what's that name? There was loads of them at Meta, like just like 6 of them. I've forgotten it.
No,
I've forgotten it. Yeah.
But you learn it, yeah.
You do. You do. Even Ola. Like it's about Olef. I'm like, oh.
Who's the one from that was in Love Island? How did you? What was her name again?
Not me thinking of you one day.
No, she's also Irish, but Moira.
Oh, Moira. She is.
Was it Moira?
Yeah,
okay.
She is.
Was it Maura? It's spelled Moira.
It's spelled Mora.
Yeah, there we go.
She is currently the host of After Sun for the Love Island US.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she is doing a great job.
Oh, love that for her.
Yeah. So let me do one more. Wow, people really came through with their icks. Oh, okay. This is an interesting one. Well, not interesting, but I know what my thoughts are. So the person put, "Me, when are you free to meet them? My calendar's up to date." Girl, just tell me. No, my calendar's up to date.
I'm not going to start trekking through my calendar. I could have 55 free slots. You can look and tell me when suits your availability. Get out of here, man. Yeah. That's lazy.
It is, isn't it? Like, no, my calendar's up to date.
Look, use your eyes to look in my calendar.
The only ones where I'm kind of like, just tell me your availability is those senior leaders.
We've got like one available slot a week.
And like if they don't have an EA and stuff, then those people I might say, okay, just tell me when you're next available. But if not, then The calendar's up to
when
date,
are you
babes.
free? That's even a stupid question to ask.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
are
yeah.
you free?
Yeah.
Like, so do you want me to go through my diary and be like, okay, on Monday between 10 and 12, on Wednesday between, no, I'm not doing that. Look in my diary, find a slot that works for you. Find out our overlapping availability. You're the one that wants to see me.
literally.
You're the one that wants to see me. If it was that deep, I would look at your calendar.
Sorry, one more. Someone said heating up fish in the microwave.
That's very ethnic coded. it's ethnic coded.
Yeah, depends on the office you work in, innit?
Do you know, that I think, even though I say that's ethnic coded, there are certain things, it's like certain foods are like more acceptable, even though they stink. Like the gym bros, they want to come into the office with their 6 boiled eggs. Yeah. And you want to eat that at your desk. Are you sick?
It's
Are you sick? There's no difference coming into the office with boiled eggs, eating them like, no. I don't care if you need protein.
The workplace office in itself could bring a lot of icks. Because them sponges, those cups,
listen,
that cutlery,
dishwasher,
nasty.
It has to be dishwasher. Or do you know what? Yeah,
I used to keep mine in a drawer. Like now we've got like disposable ones, but like back in the day, I had everything in a drawer and it was all mine. I never used to eat because it's nasty.
We've got a shared office space now, and we have like branded mugs. So the branded mugs are ours. Someone took my mug and went missing, and I was livid. Now the mugs live in the office. Like
they can't come
office. Out. No, like I was so annoyed. You put your lips on my mug. No.
Oh my gosh.
It was diabolical behavior. Nasty work.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
disgusting.
That's not cute, is it?
No. But yeah, the workplace in itself, like the fridge.
Yeah.
Our fridge is very nice though. No,
yeah. Our fridge is cool. Like we've got a kitchen on 2 different floors, and Thursday is bagel day. So I love Thursdays in the office.
What, they give you bagels?
Yeah, they provide bagels and then different fillings in the fridge. So there's like smoked salmon.
That's nice. Yeah. But how do you get out of the fridge?
I like to come in.
Have to. Anything self-serve is a bit like because some people don't have to manage themselves.
No. Do you know what? It's all right. You know. Yeah, so far I haven't had any issues, but I usually try on Thursdays.
Get there first. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. They have Philadelphia on Lurpak, so I'm like, okay,
expensive.
Let me indulge.
Yeah. None of that no pack stuff.
Yeah, so it's all right, but like before, like some of the offices, like the kitchens, I'm just like, this is nasty.
Yeah,
but it depends where you work. Like my mum, she works in probation, and a lot of her office is like very. I'm not going to even say it's full of ethnic minorities. It's very black. Like it's the location deep in South London. Like it's very pleasant. I always say she has an auntie gang at work because there's a bunch of them. Like they all came to my wedding.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them. So like my mum will go in with like proper like Sierra Leone food and they even want to try it. Like no one's batting an eyelid. There's rice and peas. Like they do their own like potluck, and someone will come in with pepper prawns and someone else will come in with oxtail.
Okay, aunties.
Yeah. So like I think it depends on what
I'll bring anything. I ordered for lunch today because I currently don't have a kitchen. So I'm having bigger lunches and smaller dinners. So this reno, the kitchen is gone and the new kitchen is delayed. So I ordered from Tommy's Kitchen at lunch.
Oh, did you?
I had jollof rice with iron.
See, you can do that. Like, or what do you know about going on holiday and coming back with snacks and just leaving them in the office?
Yeah, of course you have to. Oh, but you mean for your colleagues or for yourself?
For your colleagues.
Yeah, of course.
Or like just having leftover chocolates that nobody wants at home and then just bringing them to the office.
You should, because they'll get eaten. Do you know what? Yeah, when I used to work at Deloitte, like when I first started working, it was just a thing. Like you went on holiday, you'd come back and you want treats from wherever. Like every single person that you had to bring. Yeah. It wasn't even like a pressure. Like obviously it's easy to just bring back like a little box of chocolates, but every single person, birthday, and there's always very easy to get fat in that place. Yeah, very, very easy. Every like birthdays and holidays and anything.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I miss about working
Diwali
for.
As well.
Oh, that's cute. Mm-hmm. One of the things I miss about working for smaller companies is like when things like birthdays and stuff happen, there is more of a fuss made. Like I remember,
but now no one cares now, especially if you're not always in the office.
Yeah, exactly. One of my birthdays, my manager, she used to bake a lot, and she made me a cake. And it was like a bueno cake, so it was like this tall chocolate cake with like buenos on it, and said my name, and I'm like,
That is a lot of effort for it. Your manager really liked you, innit?
Yeah. This was like one of the first companies I worked at. My managers always loved me. This is why I say I had good relationships with women, because I feel like they're the ones who, you know. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cute. I feel like that was
very cute.
Anymore.
There was a lady who I used to work with, and she was planning to make her sister's wedding cake. And she was trying out different flavors. So every week she would bring in, like, for a period of time, she would bring in one. There was like one which was like lemon and Earl Grey. And I said, wow, no,
that sounds nice.
I don't like Earl Grey.
I love Earl Grey.
No.
Oh, that sounds nice.
I had a really nice Earl Grey. And it was from Marks and Spencer.
Okay.
And I thought, that was really nice. And I thought maybe it's because it's Marks and Spencer. Maybe like the more you need to go more expensive. But I also had some from Fortnum and Mason. And I think, people can fight me if they like. Fortnum and Mason, cool, biscuits, nice. Tea, trash. I got some tea for my clients over Christmas, and I got a couple of different flavors of tea from Fortnum and Mason. I got the ones in the silky bags because I thought, cute. Let's keep it cute. It's terrible. The tea is terrible. The tea doesn't infuse well. Like, it doesn't matter how long you leave it for. It's just fancy and it's rubbish.
I don't know.
Rubbish tea.
I love tea.
From Fortnum and Mason.
I've had a few of their tea. They're all right. Yeah, they're all right. But yeah, Earl Grey is I think my granddad used to love. My granddad used to love Earl Grey.
It's too floral.
No, I like it. But then someone at work told me mix an Earl Grey with like an English breakfast, and it is quite nice if you.
What you could do? That. You could mix the Earl Grey with the English breakfast, and then just don't put the Earl Grey, and have English breakfast tea.
No, I do love English breakfast though, but no.
Chai and English breakfast, they're the two best teas in the world.
Together?
No.
Oh. Just
when I went to India years ago, I had like chai tea or masala tea for the first time. It was just delicious.
Really?
Yeah. And I came home and I bought all this tea back and I gave one to my mum, and then she never used it, and eventually I took it back. Oh. I don't know what special occasion you're saving this tea for. I don't know what special occasion you're saving this tea for. I wanted to talk about this trend on TikTok where people are doing like basically like work outfits, but it's like how to dress like the office siren.
That's so wild.
And obviously that's already crazy in itself. Like, yeah. For those who don't know, like a siren, what historically is like the kind of mermaids or whatever, or women that would like sit on the rocks of the, like along the sea or the ocean or whatever, and they would sing their song, and then the like the sailors would go towards them, and their ships would crash on the they would crash on the rocks and they would die.
Like the evil mermaid,
like to lure men in or whatever. Yeah. And it's like being like a temptress or whatever. And I'm like, why would you want to be the office siren already? Why is that? And the outfits are crazy. Some of them are all right, but it's obviously all of them are a bit like sexy, a bit like, there's a lot of tight fitting things, low cut, short skirts, and some of these, like, I don't care what people say in it, they fight me. The Americans are mad because I feel like in the UK we have our senses. Like, if you're gonna do, why would you want sexy workwear anyway? But anyway, if you're gonna do sexy workwear, you're gonna keep it cute. You're gonna keep it classy. You're gonna leave something to the imagination. Might get a little shoulder, maybe get a slit, a midi with a slit. Mm-hmm. It's maybe a little bit too higher than it should be. But listen, your dignity is not going to be hanging by a thread. And I promise you, some of these outfits were crazy. We should do a TikTok reacting to them because some of them are really just crazy, like really short skirts. Like, them kind of short skirts where Britney Spears used to wear, used to look like a belt.
Oh, that's so wild.
Yeah, them kind of short skirts, low cut tops where it's like, side boob for work.
Side boob?
Yeah. There was a couple which had like crop tops. I'm not mad at that always, depending on where you work.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm a tech babe, so.
Yeah, exactly. But then this HR lady in America, she was like, jeans. She was reacting. She was like, jeans are not really appropriate for the workplace.
Where do you work?
I said, sis, where do you work?
Yeah, where do you work?
I said, where do you work? Like, but I think it's still the case in some like really corporate places, maybe, because I think jeans.
I feel like unless you work in finance. Looking for a man in finance. Blue eyes.
That girl's making a lot of money now,
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Like, that's a real song. They play it at
festivals. Yeah. I saw. Oh, I love that for her. But yeah, unless you work in finance or, you're a security guard or, I don't know, those sort of jobs, then surely you can wear jeans.
Apparently, jeans are not appropriate.
Really?
In some American workplaces, the woman was like, "Yeah, I would have to send you home.
Really?
If you wore this, if you wore that." But yeah, what do you think? But crop tops is the one I'm like, okay, I kind of get that it's not appropriate.
How cropped?
I also think it depends what you wear it with. Crop top, high waisted, cool. Crop top, low rise.
Okay, no, yeah, no, I can't do that.
Crop top, high waisted, crop top, low rise.
That's true. And your crop. I'm not fat phobic, but obviously, if you're gonna wear a crop top to the office.
Do you know what?
It might help to have a flat.
I said, so I worked somewhere, I did a contract somewhere where there was a girl who was a bit overweight and she wore a crop top. And there's other girls who have worn crop tops. And when she wore it, they were like, oh, we need to talk. Some people are wearing some things that are not appropriate. And I was like, because I know Katie over there wore a crop top a couple of weeks ago. I saw her. This girl's crop top, it was giving fat phobia because it was giving like, you know how some people don't like you to have the audacity to wear certain things. Yeah. It's like, why is it not appropriate? It's fun how she wears it. And I think what happened, it was one of the, I really believe, I have no evidence to support this, but I would bet money it was one of the senior men. And you know, like men, the very toxic ones, not all of them, but they don't like seeing women that they don't fancy flaunting themselves. That's why a lot of men don't like Lizzo. Because they're like, how dare you be someone that I don't think is sexy and you don't hate yourself.
Yeah, it's true.
And you want to show your body. Why do you want to show your body that I don't like?
It's true. But I do think like if you're small, the ratio of like stomach to crop top needs to be.
But that's the same for like, let's say, for instance, if you are particularly like, if you don't have baby boobs, have very small boobs, you can get away with a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if you wear a crop top and you got like, you're quite flat chested or you're very small on top versus if you got big boobs.
Yeah.
People are going to think one is more inappropriate than the other, even though they're the same outfit.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like in general when, you know, it's like, you know, those cases, I don't even know if I should call them cases, but you know, there's teachers in America that go viral because they're wearing jeans and a t-shirt, but they just happen to have
a big bum.
A slim waist, a big bum and like thick thighs. But there's another teacher, another woman wearing the same thing. And you're not saying it's inappropriate for kids because she's smaller, but it's the same thing. You've just sexualized one.
Yeah, but do you think that if you have...
Because that person, the one with the like slim waist, big bum, thick thighs, they could wear a sundress or they could wear something like flowy and still it's gonna look. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So,
but do you think that if you know that you have like a body that is, this is treading into difficult territory, but if you know that you have a body that I'd say other people are likely to sexualize, do you think it's your responsibility if you're a teacher or something to cover that up?
That's just not my problem. It's not my problem.
I saw a woman on TikTok, was it even on Instagram? She was like, oh, teacher, she had the outfits that I wore to teach whatever. And everyone was like, why are you wearing that? She was wearing a very regular clothes, very, very regular clothes, jeans, top, but she's got a bum that is going to show in anything. Like, I'm sorry. But
so what should she wear? Tracksuit?
Literally, they want her to wear an abaya.
Like what? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know.
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's not their problem. If you sexualize me, then you need to reflect and look at yourself, because the children aren't the ones that are going to sexualize me. Yeah,
the children do not care.
They're not looking at my bum or my breast and thinking, oh, why is Miss wearing this? Like, do you know what I mean? So
yeah, I think it's crazy, but it does happen like that. There was a story a while ago, or a girl on TikTok who had been called into an office because she was wearing, like, the HR said that she was wearing, Americans, it can only be in America anyway, but I don't know why HR is coming to tell you that you're dressed inappropriately and not your manager if that's the case, but whatever. And she was like, this is what I was wearing, and obviously what she was wearing was actually very appropriate, but she just has
big boobs.
She had like a very like hourglass kind of like shape, and you know, she had big hips, and you know, it's just, that's her body. Like, she could only wear what, do you know what I mean?
That's not
so
fair.
It's like putting the emphasis on her to like dress differently.
No, that's not fair.
Yeah. That's why I think that with the crop top thing, I'm like, I know that it's going to draw more attention, but it shouldn't be the case. But I understand that it is the case. Or with the thing, if you have like a really big bust or a really big bum, that's just how it's going to be.
Yeah. No.
There was a guy that I used to work with, and I would never forget the day. We went away on like some work trip or like one of these conferences or whatever, and in Deloitte, joining like cohorts, so there's loads of you that go away in your kind of year group or your intake, like 100 of you or whatever. And he was doing one of the sessions, and he stood up and he was doing the sessions, and he turned around, and like literally all of us we just like, our eyes just wide. He had it, to this day, it's one of the biggest bums I've ever seen on a man in my life. And all of us, like, we like instantaneously, we all just look, you know, like when you're friends, you just look at each other, and I was like, no, like I literally couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. But it was just so like unexpected. And it's like, he's just wearing ordinary work trousers, but because it's not his fault. It wasn't his fault. He was wearing literally ordinary work trousers. What did we expect? It's very unfortunate that he's just carrying a lot of load in the back. Oh my gosh. And it was the most hilarious thing ever, just because it was like so unexpected. But I don't expect him to go and start buying it. Like, what can he wear? Kilts?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's not fair. It's not fair, but it is.
But those work sirens are mad. Guys, go on TikTok and type office siren, and you're going to see what the girls are wearing. And it's not even, it can't even be comfortable to wear those things to work. Do you know what I mean? Some of them are like, no, it's just, I used to wear heels every day to work.
I did in like 2017.
Yeah, our corporate, when we thought we were like corporate baddie era.
Listen, I was in my corporate baddie era in the club, peplum, everything, skirt, top,
the blazer,
the big
blazer,
like the big beads as well, like the proper like
in and out of the office, in and out of the office,
like the heels, like proper heels on. I would wear like grey peplum dress to the.
That's disgusting.
The club, like
I'm disgusted. But yeah, no, that was everybody. And then
and blazer
and work. Like I used to wear. What now? I have clothes that I wear to work, but what I used to wear was work clothes. Like clothes that I wear clothes to work now. I actually wore this to work today.
Yeah, this is what I wore to work.
But I wear clothes now. I have clothes that I can wear to work, but I can also wear them outside of work. There's like a subsection of my wardrobe that I will wear to work. Whereas before I had clothes that were for work and work only. It didn't make any sense outside of a work context.
Do you know
those
what?
dresses?
That's true.
Work dresses.
Yeah.
Like I was a legal secretary.
with the puffy shoulders.
Disgusting.
It's so true. Like, now I can wear my clothes to work or not.
Yeah.
No one will know if I've come from work, if I've just come from the house. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, whereas those like grey dresses, I used to have a pinstripe dress. I'm disgusted at myself.
Pinstripe?
I had a pinstripe dress. I had a pinstripe dress.
That's so wild. Pinstripe?
Yeah.
To go where?
To work in it.
That's crazy.
And I can't lie, when I used to wear it, I ate. I was eating, but I actually was eating in real time.
I can't believe there was a time where people had a thing with certain things, because I remember my first job. So the second job was when I was wearing like the heels and the dress and stuff, because it was in the city and I felt like that's how I had to look.
But the first, how you have to look.
Yeah, but the first job I tried to get away with it because it was in Wimbledon. I thought, okay, I don't have to like dress, you know.
Yeah, you're not in
so
the
then
city.
I would come in shoes but change into trainers when I got.
You're supposed to do the opposite.
I know, but I just thought, you know, I'm in the office, no one's checking for. And I remember, like, I can't remember if it was the HR director or my manager pulled me to one side and was like, "Oh, you need to like wear shoes." But now, like, I'm wearing dunks to the office.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
It is crazy. That's how I would have been like. We had a thing, like on Fridays we'd have dress down Fridays.
Jeans and shoes.
That is the dress down uniform for the older millennials.
What?
The jeans, the shirt, and they might even have a brown shoe.
It's always about if they're a director plus this a brown shoe.
A brown shoe. Yeah. But we had a thing, it's like you can dress down on Fridays, but
it wasn't really dressed down.
Nah, it was dressed. I remember one time I came in a tracksuit, it was they almost rioted. But it was dressed down, but you were supposed to have like, they said it was good to have extra clothes in your locker just in case.
What?
In case you had an emergency client meeting and you had to go. So even some of the senior people, they would dress down, but then they would have emergency clothes. And now, like, I look back here, I always say to my friends from like when I work there that I think if you go as a graduate, you actually become institutionalized because there's so many things that were so normal
that aren't normal.
So number one, even if you had dressed down, most of our clients would dress markedly less formal than we did. So, and they would say if you go to clients and they're less formal, then you should dress less formally and all this stuff. But it's like, even if you had a client and they had an emergency meeting that you had to go to, if it's an emergency, it's so important. There's something really critical happening. Do you think they're gonna care that you're wearing jeans?
Yeah.
They're just happy that you showed up.
That's true.
Like the idea that, oh my God, you could have an emergency meeting, so you should have extra clothes in your locker, or don't dress down or whatever. It's so pathetic. It's so sad. And there's so many things like that when I was younger and I worked in that environment that I just think it could never be that deep. And the idea that anyone ever tried to make it that deep is actually crazy.
I'm so intrigued to see what the workplace will look like when millennials are at the top.
It's happening now.
But more.
I think that's everything I want to talk about today.
Yeah, that's a very light episode. I think next one we should do some dilemmas.
We haven't had dilemmas in a hot sec, so we should solicit
Send them in.
I don't think by the time they hear this, we would have already recorded that next episode.
Yeah,
but send them in anyway.
Send in your dilemmas so we can do a dilemmas episode. Yeah.
We have a few in the back catalogue.
Need to do them.
I really want to do one about, I want to do an episode on parents in the workplace. Like our parents' generation. Like I want to do an episode for people's parents. I want to do dilemmas for people's parents because a lot of people ask me about questions about their parents.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
my mom's
Do you know what? That's
this,
true.
my dad's going
That's
through
true.
this.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, so if your parents have work dilemmas, send them through as well. Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do you know what? Yeah, share it with your parents because I would love to get on that WhatsApp chat, the auntie WhatsApp chats. Because you know they make things quite viral.
They do. They do. Send us there.
Yeah, we should just put out some fake news that, oh no, please guys, don't drink the water, you'll die.
And then they'll listen. They'll listen. And I keep saying to Lola, so I need you guys to we need to do a live podcast episode so that people can phone in with their dilemmas.
Okay, let's get a date in the diary.
Yeah. I just need to put it on film so that she's gonna say it's not me. She's gonna say it's
not me. I moved the recording one time.
So anyways, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, Threads apparently as well. That's a wrap, guys.
Bye.
Bye.